Verse 660. As long as mentation goes on, there is materialism. When there is no rising of discrimination, the world is seen as of mind itself. The last few verses have been concerned with what's described as materialism. And here materialism is intertwined with mentation, which is really just the processes of thought, processes of the conceptual mind, or the conceptualizing mind. And this is what we want to step back from as enlightenment practitioners. Step back from thinking into awareness and the realization of the nature of this awareness. So it might sound quite straightforward, yes, just the way I've described it, just step back from our thoughts. But our thoughts are fueled by our deepest convictions. Our thoughts are fueled by our beliefs, by our moods, by a particular psychological disposition. So it's quite a big thing, step back from our thoughts, because we can justify them in so many ways. We can justify our moods in so many ways. And this is what materialism is about. Materialism in this context is that underlying conviction in the rightness of our moods. Spiritual practice is about going beyond our moods, about not getting sucked into them. But if we believe in the world out there, then we believe that our moods are justifiable in terms of that world out there. There are things to be gotten on with. There are things to be concerned about. There are things to be anxious about. There are things to be outraged about. There are things to be depressed about. There are things to be happy about, and so on. This is materialism. It goes along with mentation. This is the justification we have for how we feel. If we didn't have this, if we didn't have this materialist conviction, if we didn't have this mentation going on to reinforce it, and to reinforce our moods, then we could be happy. We could simply be happy. Why not be happy? And this is what the second part of this verse is about. When there is no rising of discrimination, the world is seen as of mind itself. And discrimination is this combination of mentation and materialism. Discrimination takes its cue from all the things that the attention can be hijacked by, all the things that our feelings can be attracted to, all the things that can be used to reinforce our moods. Discrimination is actually choosing something to justify a particular mood. So discrimination goes along with mentation and the belief in an external material world. And this material world is the cause of our dissatisfaction. So if we can sort the world out, then we can be happy. And there's no reason why you shouldn't try and sort the world out. But you're not going to be happy unless you're just satisfied that you've done your bit and that's enough for you. But I think if you're looking at these videos, you'll be looking for something more. You'll be looking for a deeper, more profound happiness. And this is what's meant by mind itself. I suppose I've never been particularly happy with this term mind with a capital M. I wonder if we could call it happiness. Happiness itself. Happiness with a capital H. Because this is our asserting our right to be happy no matter what is going on. Especially if it's all these things that we have no control over. If you happen to live in a fairly liberal society, then you actually feel a certain responsibility for the rest of the world. You're led to believe that you can do something about it. On my Facebook there's a regular flow of online petitions to be signed for all sorts of worthy causes. And this is great because you can feel that you're doing something. You feel that you're contributing to stopping female genital mutilation by just clicking a box on a website, or ending child slavery. All you got to do is click a box on a website. I don't know if these things help or not. It would be nice to see some kind of follow-up. It's to say that your signature helped end female genital mutilation. So by all means, go ahead and sign these online petitions. But we have to be aware of how we're being dragged into something. We're being dragged into the material world. And when we're practicing, we need to let go of this. We need to let go of it. We need to let go of the idea that we've got control over anything. Because this is what we're being constantly fed by the material world. Whether it's liberal causes or whether it's technology, we are being enticed, we are being led into the world through illusions of control. And this is all part and parcel of the building up of our egos. Through technology, we can be made aware of what's happening in so many different parts of the world. And along with this, a certain degree of responsibility is being placed at our feet for what's going on in all these far corners of the world. So this is how we get sucked into it. This is how our ego is being constantly fed. It's how our moods, our basic psychology is being constantly fed. And depending on your own psychology, you can decide how much of this to take on board. As enlightenment practitioners, you can take as much of it on board as you like. At the same time though, you need to keep coming back to the realization of happiness itself. You have the right to be happy no matter what is going on. And you must not let any belief in a material world undermine this.